as the country celebrated her 100th birthday. The Prime Minister says he has to consider all stakeholders when making decisions.
I still have to deal with the nurse who comes to me and says, listen, I work at KPH and I cannot just make decisions by virtue of as the
He says he's pleased that there is what he calls a voice of reasoning emerging among the entertainers.
So I'm receiving the messages, I'm receiving the calls. Some are very extreme. Not some are very powerful. But I'm seeing where voices of reason in the entertainment who are saying, we understand violence, we understand, and there are ways to do it. Minister Brain can tell you. 2 years ago, I said to her, we need to establish special entertainment zones, and we need to make the investments in these zones. Call them creative oases.
The Prime Minister has instructed the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, to rename the Gordon Town Square in honor of Miss Lou. NEMA advises no special arrangements for Bahamians entering Canada or the USA. Bahamian authorities have dismissed reports that special arrangements have been made to allow nationals affected by the passage of Hurricane Dorian into the United States and Canada. Speaking at a news conference, the spokesman for the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, Carl Smith, said NEMA and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs wanted to advise the public that there are no new arrangements that have been established to facilitate entry of Bahamians into the United States or Canada. Bahamians interested in traveling to the United States or Canada should ensure that they have all of the usual immigration documents required by those countries for entry. While most inquiries have come in respect to movement to the United States or Canada, NEMA can confirm that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is not aware of any new arrangements for any other country, he told reporters. He said NEMA was aware of an incident where the crew of a Balleria Caribbean ferry demanded that passengers without a U.S. visa disembark the vessel. Last week, U.S. legislators Marco Rubio and Rick Scott had called on President Trump to waive some visa requirements for Bahamians following the hurricane so as to make it easier for them to seek shelter with their families in the United States. Is Mackerel among the top female dancehall artists? If someone told us 3 months ago that Mackerel would become a popular female dancehall artist, delivering singles that even catches the eyes and ears of the Great Vibes Cartel, chances are that someone would have laughed you to scorn. The social media personality has surprised us on Thursday when she dropped a preview of her song Asumi on Instagram. The production, coupled with the context that many already know her for, and her comedic element, definitely has the potential for a real banger. Dancehall hit-making songwriter Shane O actually wrote the song, which was conveniently produced on the White Rice rhythm and mixed by popular production house Red Boom. In an interview with the star, Mackerel's manager Dwayne Lava Beswick said she will fit in among all the other top female artists. Them feel like she's not qualified with the beauty or looks, but she has her own style and her own image. What do you think? Mackerel to the world. Meanwhile, Tessan Chin announces pregnancy. Singer expecting her first child in 2020. Tessan Chin is pregnant. The Jamaican songstress is expecting her first child with her beau. The Hideaway singer took to social media on Tuesday to announce that she is expecting a baby girl in 2020. Oh baby, hashtag 20, hashtag over the moon, hashtag beyond grateful, hashtag we can't wait to hold you. Tessan wrote under an image of her kissing a mystery man in the background of a photograph with pink baby shoes in the foreground. Tessan Chin is best known for winning season 5 of NBC's reality TV singing competition, The Voice, as part of Adam Levine's team. She has opened for the famous acts such as Patti LaBelle, Peebo Bryson, and Gladys Knight, and toured for 3 years with Jimmy Cliff. In sports, Brianna Williams likely to miss Doha 2019 after hearing is set for September 23 to 25. Jamaica's rising sprint star Brianna Williams is unlikely to compete this month's World Championships in Doha. Williams, who is before the Independent Anti-Doping Disciplinary Panel, the IADP, for failing a drug test, will not have her case hearing until September 23rd to 25th. Chairman of the IADP, Kent Gammon, was quoted as, "We had the preliminary hearing today, that's September 10, as to whether the athletes wanted to proceed with a hearing, and she chooses to have a hearing. We would not have known that until today, and we will proceed on the 23rd, and we will make our findings in due course based on the evidence." Gammon will be joined on the 3-member panel by Dr. Marjorie Vassell and Dr. Denise Forrest. Jamaica is expected to name its Doha 2019 World Championships today. Meanwhile, today is National Make Your Bed Day. National Make Your Bed Day is observed annually on September 11. Do you want to get a better night's sleep? According to the National Sleep Foundation, making your bed can improve your sleep by reducing the amount of tossing, turning, and restlessness, which in turn can be good for your health. How do you celebrate National Make Your Bed Day? Simple. Make your bed. If not in the routine of making your bed, use this observance as an opportunity to start this healthy habit. Encourage the entire family, especially small children, to make their own beds. Creating healthful habits early in life can last a lifetime. Hashtag National Make Your Bed Day. And the question of the week: if a bank accidentally deposits $120,000 into your bank account, what do? Spend it or leave it? Let us know your answers by calling or texting us at 754-200-1696. That's 754-200-1696. Call or text. Would you spend it or leave it? Let us know. Call or text 754-200-1696. And that was the news, entertainment, and sports brought to you by Sean Garrity on your favorite station.
Flexx FM brings the latest news, sports, weather, talk, and entertainment. Compelling talk shows on issues that the world can relate to. Live broadcast that brings our viewers closer than 3D and much clearer than HD. We are your source for live radio.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station. Flexx FM.
If you want to put your taste bud to the test, well, try the all-new Taco Wings and Things, which is conveniently located at 5567 West Oakland Park Boulevard in the city of Lauderhill. Feel free to try our wings combo. Our wings flavors are Lauderdale Heat, Sweet Lakes, Honey Garlic, Hot or Mild, Buffalo, Hot or Mild, Nacho Cheese, Crispy Fry, Lemon Pepper, Barbecue Jerk, Mango Habanero, and Barba Liquid. You'll never try a sub till you try ours, which is our Jerk Pork Sub or our Finger Licking Jerk Chicken Sub. Stop on by our location today. Try any one of our combos. We're open Monday through Sunday, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's Taco Wings and Things, located at 5567 West Oakland Park Boulevard in the city of Lauderhill. For more information and direction, you can call 754-779-7866. That's 754-779-7866. Taco Wings and Things. Stop on by today and put your taste bud to the test.
You lift my heart up when the rest of me is down.
This is a public service announcement. If you're riding, please remember to wear your helmet. If you're driving, remember to fasten your seatbelt. Do not text while driving. Remember always to be on alert for any pedestrians. This has been a message from the Safety Department of Flexx FM.
The hottest DJ mixing the beats. Beats. Mixing the beats on Flexx FM.
27-7, take care.
Yo, icon. Go get. Conquer the globe. Every girl want to put out of clothes. Batman no poor nose. And no our fault we hot like stove. Hey Banks, put the big Benz for the washing stand. Rolex a chip when the boss flashing on. From a girl thing, me no giant chatting down. Shirt out from my belly with the blacking gram. On the hill, put the White House like Washington. Watch them a speculate, I wonder how my pocket tan. 600 mil, yeah the traffic strap. Bike through the traffic, them flashing and dashing down. Take a boat, girl, crashing plan. Step in at the street, get refreshed like water. Pull up over Portmore, stop in at the plaza. Have girl a Portsmouth, some over Gaza. Yo bro, me no left my charger. Next day, St. James, link up Sparta. Daddy don't like me gone with the data. Man a baller, 18, baby Gardner. Me thugs them we charge for. Yeah, so we tweet. Couple bad gang and flick. They brand them rear and dick. Touching at the road one. Yeah, so we tweet. Couple bad gang and flick. They brand them rear and dick. Touching at the road one. I dead. Head a thump off long scark. Lick up this a grab a numb tax. Any a poor but this a no rum talk. Lick up boy calm down before something jump off. Yeah, we get in the gal a road, no gal no far-fetch. Me and the team important like car. The pigs them a chop, some a cut like sharp edge. When I smell like market, yeah, so it beats, couple bad gal and fake. The brand them rare and take. Touching on the road one, yeah, so it beats, couple bad gal and fake. The brand them rare and take. Touching on the road one, yeah, so it beats, couple bad gal and fake. The brand them rare and take. Touching on the road one, yeah, so it beats, couple bad gal and fake. The brand them rare and take. Touching at the road, the big Benz funny Washington. Rolex a chip when the boss flashing on. From a girl thing, me no giant chatting down. Shirt up on my belly with the blacking gram. On the hill, put it White House like Washington. Watch them a speculate, I wonder how my pocket down. 600 mil, yeah the profits trap. Right through the traffic, them flashing and dashing down. Take a boat, girl, crashing plan. Stepping at the street, yeah we fresh like water. Pull up over Portmore, stepping at the plaza. Have girl a Portsmouth, some over Gaza. Yo bro, me no left my charger. Next day, send James, link up Sparta. Daddy don't like me gone with the data. Man a baller, 18, baby gata. Let me dogs them we charge for. Click up boy car, click up boy car, click up boy car. Click up boy car, click up boy car, click up boy car. Click up boy car, click up boy car, click up boy car. Click up boy car, click up boy car, click up boy car.
I like it, ladies and gentlemen. That's I-Octane. I love it. Yeah, man. Link up the team. Link up the team, link up the team, link up the team. I like it a whole lot. Flexx FM, the only station that does it like this, the only station that matters. And of course, you don't know when we say link up the team, what we mean. Yeah. Keeping it real 100, man. I have to keep it 100, my people. Trust me. All right, so you all see the look? Yeah. For real, I keep it 100. As I said before and I say again, I'm going to kick the segment off with a song that have nothing but relevant meaning to our discussion that we're going to have at the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So here's a song by Nesbeth. It's entitled, Remove My Enemies. Now the real question is, who are your enemy? That is the real question.
I know everybody who you help know I turn around and return the favors. I know who they fear now, but I who go and they fear later. So me a go and do the good and go through. Go and do the good and go through. Man just a go and do the good and go through. Me no care what some people do. Oh yeah. Me not claim to be perfect. Me not proclaim to be the worst neither. Thank God me no leave the earth yet. Oh Lord knows I'm a survivor. Just to stay above the surface. You have a skill like MacGyver. Cause some people are backbiter. Dog eat dog, world Rottweiler. Have be careful who you stand upside down. Closest friend are your worst fighter. I have got to remove my enemies and close friends start to fall. I know every family a relative, can't trust nobody at all. Some of the worst fight when me ever get are from the same people we benefit. From every hard work, from every sweat. So me ask God guide my every step. I see close friends start to fall. From me ask God to remove my enemies. Remove my enemies. Ask God remove my enemies. Remove. Street and attack on the townie. I know everybody come around and your army. Tell me where some crush friend I go macaroni. Can't tell me loyalty, you have to show me. Some only loyal to the money, glory, funny. Everybody wanna be somebody. I ask God to remove my enemies and close friends start to fall. I know every family a relative, can't trust nobody at all. Some of the worst fight when me ever get are from the same people we benefit. From every hard work, from every sweat. So me ask God guide my every step. I see close friends start to fall. From me ask God to remove my enemies. Remove my enemies. Ask God remove my enemies. fall from me. I've got to remove my enemies. 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 Remove. Me not claim to be perfect. Me not proclaim to be the worst neither. Thank God me no leave the earth yet. Oh Lord knows I'm a survivor. Just to stay above the surface, you have to skill like MacGyver. Cause some people are backbiter. Dog eat dog, world Rottweiler. Have be careful who you stand upside down. Closest friend are your worst fighter. I have got to remove my enemies and close friends start to fall. I know every family a relative can't trust nobody at all. Some of the worst fight when me ever get are from the same people who benefit from every hard work, from every sweat. So me ask God guide my every step. I see close friends start to fall. From me ask God to remove my enemies. Remove my enemies. Ask God remove my enemies. I see close friends start to fall from me. Ask God to remove my enemies. Enemies. Remove.
Ask God to remove my enemy, and some people, when I call my real friends, start to fall. Whoa. Powerful word that, you know. For real. Now, if you feel like you have some people around you that is your true friend, put yourself in a ditch. No, that's all listen, I'm just saying, let's put yourself in a ditch. Alright, so you are going now. I consider Abdullah as my true friend. So what me I gonna do? I gonna act homeless and see if Abdullah can get me out of that ditch.
Definitely. Good afternoon to all the viewers out there. Abdullah Richards here with Air One, state-of-the-art real estate and mortgages, alongside the Captain TC Flexx. It's the Flexx FM afternoon show, Mondays through Fridays from 12 to 2. Of course, myself, Abdullah Richards, is on with TC Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays from 12 to 1. From 12 to 1. And of course, we share to empower, to educate, to entertain, to inform as far as the general public out there when it comes to matters pertaining to financial, real estate, mortgages, credit repair, and so on. Definitely we're here to be there to support your needs for sure.
And if you have a needs of wanting to buy, sell, rent, a lot of people don't understand that they can actually, find themselves a real estate company to get situated in a rental property. You also do rental too.
Definitely. We can assist you with finding something to rent, as you refer to it as lease, basically, or if you want to purchase a home, basically. But whatever your desires are, whatever your needs are, that's what Air One state-of-the-art real estate and mortgage is there to assist you with.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that everyone out there who is going through that little predicament, going through that trying times, and of course, we try to find the people, the person that we can direct you to, that will help you to get through it. Hustle free, you know what I mean?
With the platform, the resources, the know-how, and the experience for sure. And most important, putting that passion for assisting people, being selfless. That's what I'm all about, and that's what Air One state-of-the-art real estate and mortgage is all about. I was watching the news this morning. Of course, we want to say, pretty much a moment of silence, because we know today they're celebrating the 18th anniversary after September 11, 2001. Man. And a lot of moments of silence all around this country for what had happened in such a time. But of course, you're also reminding me of Gilbert in 1988.
Yes,
back in
September
Jamaica.
12th, which is tomorrow. It's the anniversary of that too as well, you know what I mean?
For sure.
I'm telling you, looking at the proximity where Gilbert at this time, it was
the proximity time-wise from the September 11th to September 12th. Yeah. One day. Mm-hmm.
And what do you say about that particular time? Remember, we just gone through Dorian, actually almost in the same breath, less than within a month, all of this happening. It's a month span, less than 30 days, all of these tragedy. is taking place. What do you say about that time of the year, brother, my brother?
I'm telling you, man. Of course, in the height of hurricane season, of course, we know that's from June 1st until the end in December.
Yeah.
So basically, of course, you have to be. It's heightened. You have to be aware, and we just have to just be as best as we can be out there. And prayers change a lot, so we just have to just keep praying and hoping for the best.
And put ourselves in the position, ladies and gentlemen, that after the storm, we can actually, just in case if you weather it out, you know what I mean? We can actually see where we can get back on our foot within a short space of time. So it's most important, I said, that you eyes them before, you know.
And the fact that
happened.
we were fortunate enough to bypass Dorian, but we definitely want to support our neighbors,
yes.
Bahamas, basically, because of course I see the news footings, and basically it's horrifying, and so many people are displaced, and we can't just say we're home and we're okay. We have to definitely lend a hand, support in whatever way we can. I know they're asking pretty much for different ways of support where you can play a part. Definitely get involved, do whatever you can do. We have to just try to be humane about it and help each other if we definitely can in whatever way. Also, I saw that fire at that, and it's unpredictable things like these that we don't even expect to happen. There was a fire over at the Manors condominium a few nights ago, and a few people were displaced for that. One apartment burned out.
Yeah.
Everything was lost, and then a few other people were flooded below it because, of course, once the fire department comes in and they spray all that water, it's not going to stay still. It's going to keep going all over the place.
Definitely.
So we definitely want to give our hearts out to all of those that are going through a tragic time. Pray for them and help in any way we can, and that's what it's all about. Being there for a good cause, for sure.
Abdullah, we know that at this time of the year, there's a lot of prediction going on. I've been watching the market, and I've been seeing it going up, down, more down than up, and it's that bubble that it's in that could burst at any minute. And based on my knowledge that I'm actually getting from some peeps who are actively involved in the market, are saying that there's a great time to sell and there's a great time to buy. There's bad time to sell and there's bad time to buy. Is that so?
Correct. It's ever changing. Things fluctuate. As far as now, we're referring to Broward, Miami, or West Palm as a tri-county area in a seller's market where the values are going up and the prices are going up. Basically, of course, nobody know to what end and when it all comes to a conclusion. But at that point, you just have to kind of pay attention to the market itself. And as I always say to any person out there, whether you're renting or you're buying, it's what you have to do at the time that you can do it.
Yes.
When you're ready, willing, and able, and if you're in the position where you have the credit, you have a job, you have the income, you have the savings, and you definitely can purchase, go ahead. Because of course, as I say, if you're not buying it for investment, if you're not buying it, for rental, where pretty much that you're going to be upside down. If you're buying it to live in, and as long as you can afford your mortgage that you're going to pay, then it's the time for you. But of course, the market is ever changing. And of course, on the turn side, when, if the market never comes to a crash at some point where the values are lower, you position yourself where you can buy at that time also. So you can, be on both sides of any of the market. So you can, put yourself in a more stringent, stronger position for sure.
What causes the market to be fluctuating so often, though?
Supply and demand, and you're always going to have individuals out there that wants to own their own. And of course, over time, things appreciate where it's going up in value, because the more people are out there purchasing, then of course the values are going to gradually go up. Every time you have another purchase, it could be a little higher price than the one prior, and that's how the values are going up on the market. So of course, somebody has to be out there buying it for the market to keep going up.
Okay. So the more people buy, the more the market go.
Step-by-step process, correct.
Okay. So I'm actually encouraging people that are in the process of doing that home improvement, taking out that loan. Is that considered like taking out a second mortgage?
Correct. The equity line or whichever process you have to go through, basically. Whether you want to refinance, of course, that's something where Anne-Marie with Air One Mortgages handle a lot of refinance, both here in Florida and in Georgia. For all your mortgage needs, Anne-Marie Richards. Of course, the office address, it's 301 East Commercial Boulevard, and that's Oakland Park, Florida, 33334, 2 blocks east of Andrews Avenue on Commercial Boulevard. As far as for your new loan programs, you have FHA, VA, conventional bank statement programs, pretty much, of course, refinancing, different process. Everyone qualifies different for what their needs are. And I know on the last show we had on Monday, we were addressing as far as reaching out to the city of Coral Springs and a few other places to find out about grant or what the cities have. And of course, the city had gotten back through to me and stated, hey, listen, we have no money now, but you can check back in November, and directed me to their website and said, just keep monitoring it.
Okay.
So, basically it's finding out that information because, as I say, it varies throughout the years as far as what's available.
Yeah.
Any of the cities, basically as far as in the county, however many cities they are in the county, I think there's about 31 to 38 around Broward, in West Palm Beach. So it varies, but different cities have different things to offer. So, basically as you get more information, basically as far as whichever city you're interested in trying to relocate to, or if you're already living there with your family and you're trying to upgrade from where you are, then that's the whole idea of, Air One state-of-the-art real estate, researching this information for use, as far as sharing the information with you, so you can make that informed decision whether you're going to try and rent for another year or you're going to try and purchase something for yourself so you can, build equity over time and put yourself in a more solid financial position.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's different, there's different grants, there's different offers out there based
programs,
on the
city grants, county grants, different programs,
right,
for sure.
Based on where you want to go reside and so forth.
Definitely.
All
it's
right.
just what's available at the time you're looking. Because as I say, if you're looking and there's nothing there, it shouldn't hinder you. Whether you have your own savings or assistance from a seller to allow you to move forward, or if you can wait around long enough to, put your name on a waiting list for when the cities to have grants again, then you can, basically you have your hat, your name in the hat, so at least you're an option for sure.
You said earlier there's a lot of changes. It fluctuates. Every day something new pops up where real estate and mortgage is concerned. What is the latest thing now that one should look out for, especially if they want to buy or sell?
Well, basically, of course, if you're selling, you're always looking at market analysis to see what the value is for your property and see what you walk away with. As far as if you're buying, you're trying to say what's the best value out there. But as I said, always stem back to getting qualified to know that you're ready, willing, and able. Qualified in the sense where, if you know the price range is this out there, then when you qualify, if you qualify for this, then you can move forward. Mm-hmm. If you're qualifying for a lot less, then you have to weigh the options. Okay, how do I deviate from that? How do I change? How do I relocate to a different area? So there are so many different questions you have to ask yourself and answer with your family before you can, step forward to making a move for sure.
Okay. So first you have to get yourself in that position where you're making sure that one, you dot your I, your income is up to par. Tax return is like what, 2 year?
2 years tax return, correct.
2 year tax return is up to par. You have to also make sure that credit score is up to par.
Is up to par, correct.
6.5 and above.
Yeah, as far as different lenders, because as I say, basically you have lenders out there that will give you a loan with a 580 credit score plus. Mm-hmm. But of course, their requirements varies. Now, 640 is the average credit score for the FHA, first time home buyer program. Mm-hmm. So, the 2 years tax return is 640 credit score or higher, plus your savings in the bank, basically, plus having a valid, basically job at the time, currently employed. Those are some of the things, because they're not going to give you a loan if you're not working. So basically that. And once those are in place, sit with the mortgage people, get pre-qualified, so you're not, looking or setting up yourself for disappointment, and then you move step by step from there in finding whatever it is you're trying to embark on, and then go from there.
Life rough in a sense where, you ever hear the song "To Be Poor Is a Crime"?
Oh, definitely is.
It really is a crime.
And hence why, coming out here in the afternoon and sharing the information is kind of like you're trying to educate the consumer out there to say, hey, listen, we're going to help you to work and put yourself in that position, because you're already working hard. So now it's just to put yourself in a position where you can capitalize on what your hard work is doing for you. And that's where educating you on that one, basically will help you to navigate some of these rough barriers that we're facing.
Catch your levels here. See? Imagine them say education is the key to success and so forth.
Definitely.
Me say I lie that. Them say once you can have a bachelor, master's, whatever it is, then you can start to better yourself in life. Me say I lie that. Here's why I contradict all of that. One, first thing, you're going to get stuck with a loan if you don't have the upfront money to pay for that education that they say that you need to get you in life. Then what that does now, when you get stuck with that loan, you go to an employer with that bachelor's at master that you went and take out a loan to. Because you notice that to get an education loan is not a hard process. You'll get that very easy without any hassle. It's easier than taking out a loan for a car and a house. Right? Now, it's one of the things that stay with you longer than a car and a house. Because them web you in for life with that. Depending on how much education you say you're going for. Because listen, you go for your bachelor, them say you're going to need a master, then them say you're going to need a PhD, then them say in order for you to go up the chain. So them already calculate the maths out already. Wait it'll cost you. And it'll cost you a lifetime of paying back this debt. Now, student loan is another thing that can affect you from purchasing a home. If that should drop on your credit score, my brother. However, that loan is always there if not being paid back on time and so forth, which you know is a struggle. That's why I opened this by saying to report is a crime, you know. And you're trying to get yourself out of that poverty level. And when you're done getting that loan, getting that degree, what happened now, for you to get a job, them say you need 2 years work experience, right? I'm not sure if you have gone through the process. I have. So them say you need 2 year work experience. Now, nobody tell you this while taking out the loan, you know. So therefore, you'd adjust yourself a little bit better. You only are running to these things after the fact. Now, you're out of that 2 year span now, that 24 months. You start to end up at probably Publix or Walmart, try to get some experience. I don't know if what I do, Walmart or Publix offer that. But you have to get by because you still have to
take care of
the family and stuff. So you're back against wall, so you just have to do what you have to do, right? Now you're starting to do these things now. You get a little bit complacent because it becomes your security blanket now. So 3-4 year pass and you're still at Walmart and so forth. You send out your resume and these things and we're not employing at this time and you get all of that thing. No, you can't even remember, you know, you have to take care of the family. You know, one of the things you got to sacrifice is paying back that student loan. So therefore it comes on your credit now. And then this now becomes an barrier in you going to apply for a loan, a mortgage loan. So you say, oh, you can't just get stuck in life by some simple thing trying to make life better for yourself, my brother.
Correct. And those are the stumbling block you pretty much, have to try and navigate.
So who argue them thing, you know, Abdullah?
Yeah, well, you see, basically, as I say,
Anne-Marie?
It's a good thing, you know, as you're going to deviate to that, I'm going to say to you, it's good to get up and say, let's argue with them, but you have to be smart how to, because, of course, the 3 ingredients I look at in life is this. As long as there's life, there's hope. But it's blessing, luck, and hard work, as you'd say, smart work. But you see, the thing about it is this. It's finding out the process. Even when you mention the student loan, okay, if you're going through school and you don't have parents that can pay this money up front, you're definitely going to have to get financial aid or student loan. Be responsible in taking them, because right now we have some individuals will say, hey, listen, we get student loan, we take it and we pay all our bills. And you max out a lot, but it's going to be tough to pay back after the fact. So you have to think responsibly in a sense and say, don't do that. Be responsible about taking it. People use loans, you know, basically, as I say, it comes from all angles. And of course, you can't bash someone's process because it's the experience they're going through. So, you know, it's another part where I play into it and I say, hey, listen, a lot of it is using common sense with street awareness. You understand? Because, of course, you have book smart and you have street smart. And nobody can really take you for a fool in anything. So basically, if you're responsible enough, and always you hear me say planning and preparedness is one of the big things. You know, you'd ask some questions and I pretty much would divert from your response and saying this is mine, because I think long term. I'm not just looking for the no. A week from now, a month from now, a year from now. So planning is a big part of everything that I do. If I don't plan it out, I don't just jump and do it. So basically, like, you know, you had asked me the question the other day, and I'm not going to go back to it, but I'm going to say, when you ask me and I think, hey, listen to me, I'm not taking it because of the fact that if I took that and then they're going to see me on a camera or anything, I have to, you know, embarrass myself to bring it back. I don't take it, period, because, of course, I look long term of what the repercussions would be. So we touch on that in that sense. So in any essence, I mean, you know that if you don't have somebody, TC is puzzled. If you don't have somebody to give you everything that you pretty much, and as you mentioned, you take certain kind of jobs, TC.
Yeah.
The whole idea is this. You take a job just to basically put yourself in a position to cover your bills and your family for the time. But you keep preparing to say, okay, you know, I went to school all these years, got all these loans, have these degrees. How do I apply and position myself to get a job for what degree I'm holding? And that should be a better paying job. Of course, we're in Florida, we're in a retirement state. What we have a lot of around us, we have a lot of nurses, right? Because we're in a retirement
prepare
state.
yourself to become a nurse?
No, not necessarily. You have to prepare yourself around you for what you see it entails that you can be in. Because, of course, if I come out and I say, basically, there's a job, a lot of job in this market, but not a lot of people are applying for the job. That's what I'm going to finish up school for. You know, it's not so much what I love, but basically what I can work with to put me in a better position. So it's all about planning and preparedness. Go ahead, TC. I know you can't wait for that one. Go ahead.
This is why I wear a suit today. I'm telling you.
Yeah, clean, TC.
This is why I wear a suit today. This is what I'm saying now. My people, listen to what I'm saying and listen carefully. I know a lot of you may say that Abdullah is on a political platform with his kind of reasoning. I'm going to give you the gully platform to the reasoning, which is something that you and I can relate to. Come on the gully side with me for a little bit.
No, the riverside, TC.
Now
Go
check
ahead.
this out. Imagine, in the statement I make earlier, I said, it's statistics showing us 75% of college graduate right now, working not on the degree or the diploma that them left high school and
Fair
college
to
with,
say, and that's correct, yeah.
And this is the reason why, because of the lack of employment where in the field that they have went to, do their masters in. You know what I mean? So you come out and you do your master in engineering and you go to an engineering firm and them say you need 2-year work experience first before them can even think about employing you. Then now you have the bills them piling up on you, plus that student loan that you have to pay back. So what happens is now you got to take something in the meantime. It becomes a security cushion, meaning you can't afford to let this go. And what we are going to do with the light and the car note and all these things and the rent or the mortgage. So therefore you get stuck in this little position now for a cool minute. Before you know it, it's almost retirement.
For sure.
Time to retire. You ever seen some old folks? It grieved me, nudge my teeth, and I mean, know how is it that the people in the higher places, it doesn't bother them to see them push a cart and lift up a box and pack a bag, when they should be on the beach or playing bingo with their friends at that age. You know what I mean? That tells me that what you're getting on your social security still cannot sustain you for a healthy living, boss. So when you go through all this process, paying back all these bills, and you want to better yourself, and you say, I go back to school for this, and then this now, because of the bumps and the red tapes and all these things coming your way, and you say, no, let's see if we can get a place to buy. We'll go Era One. I go, Abdullah tell me, so go sit down with Anne-Marie. I went and I sit with Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie said, boy, based on your credit, I see some student loan and thing you have to go take care of them there. How am I going to take care of that when this is what me I do? So that means to me I have to make sure the light cut off and I have to take care of this. So you understand what I'm saying? Where it put people between a rock and a hard place, bossy.
And I understand. And of course, it's not even so much to say just take care of it, because there's so many different options.
You have to take care of it, Abdullah, because there's no other option. Nobody tell me of another option that I can.
You can.
Well, direct me to.
I'm not going to tell you of this as an option, but of course, in my open-mindedness on that entire process, let's say I could have signed back up for another class and defer certain student loan. Let's say I could have.
Say you're going to kill me even more. You put the rope on me, they can't kick the chair from under my foot now, brother.
You use common sense now, TC. Think for a second. Don't say anything. Just think for a second. You have a lot back up, right? Maybe collections or whatever. But of course, basically, as long as they're deferred, you can still accomplish what you're trying to do.
Yeah, so but basically, how do you still go there,
Yeah, but it's still going to be there. You're not going to wipe it away unless you pay it off.
Right.
So you have to listen to know the person that's giving you the advice. If they say to you, yo, sign back up for a class, defer this, do that. There are options, but you just have to be willing to listen to it and not just draw the slot and say, no, I'm crossing that out. Because that will help you to accomplish the next position you're going to while you kind of put yourself where you want to be.
Is there a way we can file bankruptcy where that is concerned?
Well, you'd have to talk to a bankruptcy attorney, and if you want to file bankruptcy and that. It's not one of the biggest things I'm an advocate for, because a lot of who I see file bankruptcy have to turn back paying way more than what they had owed prior to owning bankruptcy. So before you throw around that word, you want to sit with a bankruptcy attorney and get some advice on that. But Chapter 7, Chapter 13, these are not things I play with when it comes to bankruptcy, because it's going to ruin you even way
So what
worse
a sense
than
have it there? What's the purpose of it then?
once you talk to a bankruptcy attorney, they can address that accordingly. But I normally
I think if
wouldn't
you want to
recommend-
get rid of, if you want to get out of a certain situation and you have to pay off back certain thing, you just file bankruptcy.
and it's not unless you can get them to go away for good, TC, and it's very rare that I see that.
No, the
happen.
only thing it come back and affect you with it. So, for example, if you want to purchase a home now, and
Well,
then this
the
is
time
on
frame,
your
if you're addressing time
thing.
frame, but
Right.
no, that's something you'd really want. But I'd say I wouldn't put myself in a position to be worse than where I started if there are better options out there, just to be open-minded to say how to plan it through for sure. So again, not to stray off the topic when it comes to real estate. I mean, the whole idea is this: if the people are out there and they're basically having a difficult time finding somewhere to rent, or basically somewhere to lease, as they refer to it, or getting certain things started, reach out to Air One Real Estate and Mortgage. We'll sit with you on your one-on-one basis to address how you qualify for where you are, and then how you get from one level to the next. Similar to that as far as when it comes to purchasing. The lenders out there have certain criteria to be met: tax return, bank statement, pay stubs, or a different program if it's just a bank statement program. Whatever it is, we have to sit down and evaluate your situation to see how you meet those criteria if you're going to look on embarking on a purchase and you need their assistance. Because as I say, if you have cash money, you can do it without them, and then you could clear zero. I mean, you can do it without having to stress yourself that you need their loan. But as long as you need their loan, it doesn't make any sense we argue with them and fight with them. You have to just educate yourself, be smart enough to say, these are what it entails, these are what I need to jump on to kind of get myself in this position so that I can, move from point A to point B and put my family in a better position. I mean, we all want the best in life. And of course, with my selfless way of looking at things and putting people first and trying to help people first, I'm one of the biggest advocates in working with everyone around me. I don't want anybody to feel left out. I just want, once you come through and you put your time in it, I'm going to put my time in it. That's just how I feel about just about anything. So I can, keep a pure heart and a pure thinking process in it, and say, I don't even need coconut to wash off my heart to say, hey, I'm pure in anything. I just come naturally just that way. So that's the reason when I address certain things with you, our thing is just to say to the viewers out there, hey, listen to me. We're going to try and open some doors for you with the little that you have to help it to be a lot more, but you just have to work with us step by step, follow through, and basically what you start with is what we're going to help you to improve on, so you can definitely accomplish some of the dreams. We're not going to get up and fight the people out there, because fighting only makes it worse. But then basically, if we're trying to work with them, then we can definitely get things accomplished in a better sense for sure.
All right, so this is what I'm saying, my people. All right, every day I'm here. Abdullah is here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But so while I'm here, even when Abdullah is here, I am campaigning on your behalf. I am the voice for the voiceless out there. I am for the people who, every time you turn around, there's a red tape or something. It just wrap up around you like a mummy. You see them wrap up the mummy them? I saw these red tape wrap up around you. And there's only one set of people them making all of the money. And the people them who actually dictate the thing upstairs. So we need to get to the people them upstairs who dictate the thing and find out how we can change this momentum right now. This thing need to be changed. For real. The housing thing, the banks them that giving the loan, they are robbing us royally. I'm telling you that. Now, this is how I can honestly tell you that. I have gone through the process before, ladies and gentlemen. This is not nothing new. And what I'm saying is, it's all good when you can't pay. When you can't pay, there's nothing there for you. There's no cushion there for you. More than is either you get up, get out, sell this place and try to pay off for your owe them and count your losses and keep it moving. Simple as that. Now, what I want to know while Abdullah is here is let me know of what is there for those who don't have a voice. I need to go talk to my senator, my congressman, my mayor, my councillor. Those are the people who I need to go talk to for assistance.
Well, that's a start. It definitely is a start, because of course, if you have representative around and they're supposed to be looking out for not just their interest but yours, you'd figure starting there to talk to some people. But it's not just talking, basically, TC. What you want to do other than the talking is play a part in starting to do something to pull yourself up out of that, basically lower position that you're in. So you
Which is start getting your credit up.
start doing the basic stuff that you can at the least cost possible. So basically, you're helping yourself so that someone else can turn around when the time is right and help you. So it's not a discussion that we're gonna say is just a one response discussion. No, it's a discussion with many different answers to it. But you have to help someone to help you. You have to play a part. And of course, the following through is a big part, because a lot of people get up now and say, "Oh, we can't rent, so we have to stay with family, or if we are homeless, we have to find a shelter, or we can't buy because we're not in the position." But that date you thought about that, and you start putting yourself in that position, you never know, because until you start something, you won't be able to accomplish anything.
Okay. All right. So I figure that what I will do, because working on your credit is one. Credit have a thing, ladies and gentlemen. And let me explain credit to you for those who don't know. Because when you hear Abdullah talk about credit here day in, day out, let me explain something about credit and what it does and entail. Your credit is a thing, it's an uncertain thing in a sense where some people say, yes, them have good credit and them have a way of keeping it up. But one little thing, if you forget one payment today, that can bring your credit score down. And that once your score is down, that within itself can affect you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, not only that, you can lose your job today and there goes your credit score too, You can lose your job today and here goes your credit score. Here's how that happened. Say, for example, you can't make that credit card payment. Say, for example, you can't make that car payment. Anytime you can't make a payment on time, listen, it's not about making the payment, It's making the payment on time. That will bring a credit score down. You try purchase a home, try purchase a car. Right now, everything have to deal. America run on a credit-based system, That's what America run on. It's thrived on a credit-based system, ladies and gentlemen. No credit, your lifeline gone. That's what it is, really. Now, I am reaching out to the real estate broker. I am reaching out to the mortgage broker, Anne-Marie, and all of them. And I'm saying to them, it's up to you guys now to go research and find a way how you can help us, the strugglers, in this society that we're living in right now, to ensure that there's a method or there's a way that you tell us about the programs that are available. But the requirement for those programs that are available also comes with red tape too. Isn't it?
And I would say, and I wouldn't even say so much as a red tape, because whether it's a red tape or a blue tape or whatever tape is there, it's clear. Obviously you just have to put yourself in a position. But of course, I would challenge the viewers now to say, listen to me, what we lack is the follow through. Because if we have a problem, the only way someone can help us to fix those problems is if they're aware of what the problems are. And of course, you don't want to just get up and put all your business out in social media. I know we deal with all these platforms. You want to sit with someone face to face, one on one. And if the person is a selfless person in a sense, that's all about helping you to be better, they'll listen to what your point of view is and say, okay, respect and I understand that. And of course, where you are, this is how we can move from where you are to where you're hoping to be. And it starts there. So with a dialogue.
Me, I burn out lawyer every day.
Yeah.
I burn them. And here's why I burn them out. Because them will take up Rick Small case and know say Rick Small do the wrong thing. But them work hard to get him off. What the moral in that?
Because him can't pay.
All right. So why my real estate person them not do the same thing for me too? Because I can't pay.
Yeah, you see, TC.
It's what I say. All right, wait, before we even get into that.
You see, TC, I compare apple and oranges,
You see what I mean, bossy? You see what I mean? All right, so
TC, I compare apples and oranges, but you see, TC, I have to learn to tell the viewers. No, TC, start use common sense. You have
common
to tell
sense, me I use, bossy.
You have to tell the viewers out there what makes sense, because you want to help the viewer to get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
But you tell the viewers that them nothing do what's right. Because it's basically what you say, red tape.
No, it's not about not doing what's right, Abdullah. It's about
or what's required. Let's change it from what's right to what's required. Does that term sit a lot better with you? What you have to do with TC is this. So pretty much our conversations in the afternoon don't become tittle for tat. Because of course, you see, we can address this as much as we want and go back and forth with it and flip-flop on anything. But until you have a person out there that step up and say, we're having this problem and we need help, it's just pure conversation without merits. For instance, because we are talking now, we're the viewers out there that are having problem to say, we're having this problem, I sat with Abdul, or I sat with Air One, or I sat with Anne Marie.
Yeah.
And basically, they couldn't do anything for us. That doesn't happen because we just talk back and forth just to be like music to their ears,
Right.
but they're not following through. So until someone follow through, until you can challenge somebody to say, if you have a problem, follow through, and if they make recommendation or suggestion, and you follow through in doing those, and you still didn't get anywhere, then you can have a conversation to say, hey, listen to me, it doesn't work. But I mean, I'm living proof. I've been in real estate and mortgages from 2000, 2000, let's say 6, right? And basically, if going back and forth, the mortgage aspect of that, but going back to 1996 when I started real estate.
Yeah.
So basically that. And of course, the reason I address the mortgage aspect of it is until someone is qualified, you can't do much.
Different time.
If you call me and say you want to rent a place, and I say,
Yeah.
boss, listen to me, it's not my place, and if it's something you're renting and it's in an association and they have these requirements, I can't just put you through with your name and the fact that you tell me that you have, a couple of thousand in the bank. We need these paperwork. Until you
Right.
can provide that, I can't do anything for you. We have to work together.
Which is
So it
within
takes
reach, reasonable. That's reasonable.
It takes someone playing
Yeah.
their part to help them from point A to point B. It's not just
So
me
they would
getting
have
up
to
and
go
talking
get the
about-
proper paperwork to come and get qualified to get into this apartment.
and it's
right?
not and it's not unattainable. It is attainable because of course there's so many different things. Most of our people around are self-employed. They have accountants, they have tax preparers.
Yeah.
Right? Basically they have a bank account, they have savings. Basically. So it's all about planning and preparing and putting their things in perspective to be able to get from point A to point B. So that's what I want you to say to the challenger viewers to say, listen to me. Bottom line, if you guys need help, play a part, but you have to meet up with the people that
All
you
right.
want to assist you.
Let me say
to
what
go somewhere.
Abdullah want me to say to you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want help, what you need to do is to go to Abdullah and make him help you. That's what me want to say to my people.
That's as simple as we
You
say. And I've said it so many
help
times.
them in the best way possible by removing those red tapes out of the people them with your boss. The best way within guidelines.
Within guidelines.
How about that?
Yo, may I tell you,
All
he
right.
has evolved so far.
Coach Barnett asks you this question. What if you have greater down payment on the house, less perfect credit?
Well, it just depending on when you say less perfect credit, because we have to be able to find a lender that says, okay, we accept the credit as it is.
Meaning you have most of the house is 200. And I'm just saying, probably I'm just going off what I'm reading right here. Say the house is 200,000 and him have 150.
And him still need 50.
And him still need 50, so I'm going to need a loan of 50. Right?
Correct.
Yeah, but the credit score no measure up. Like him have let's say a 400 or a 500. It requires a 6. But say him have 5.
Well,
5.
if you don't have a
50 or
regular
560.
conventional lender out there that would give that loan.
What
you
is a
always-
conventional lender? 'Cause
As
we
far as
need
a
to make
lender
him
that you
know.
have to meet their criteria. Credit
Okay.
score, income, savings, and all of that. Then you have hard equity lender out there that don't even ask for anything but your name. They don't ask for credit. They don't ask for much of anything. They just say, basically, we use your name. You're putting down majority of the down payment, and we're going to lend you a small amount at a certain interest rate, and you pay us back within a certain time.
But his interest rate probably be higher than a
Exactly,
conventional
but based
lender.
on not being qualified for a conventional loan, then that's the position he puts himself in.
To be poor is a crime. Man, if you know that in this your time. All right, so the hard lender will lend you, but you probably have to pay back a whole lot more than the conventional lender
Correct.
because they're not asking for too much. So all along, for months, I sit down and I ask you these questions. So it's for me now when I walk in your place and I know some of my credit set away. My question to you is, do you know of any hard lenders?
Quite a few of them, TC. Just for you, quite a few of them.
Yeah. So that's the real question then, because those are the people I would love to sit and talk with, you know what I mean? Those are the people I would like to sit and because based on my current situation where your credit is here, you have the funding but you don't have the credit score.
Well,
so there's a lot of time where people have the money in the bank, you know, Abdullah, but do not have the proper credit, you know.
Well, and it always starts like that. If you have the funds in the bank, it's always a good place to start. You go to the bank and if you qualify. If your bank turn you down, then you kind of know the position you're in. Our thing is not to just turn you down, but to look at what you're working with and work with you to put yourself in the position.
But then you turn on the people, them. Are the lender, them?
Well, pretty much as far as working with us, then we're like the gateway between you and a lender.
Okay.
Now, the other thing, as you address a lot to, you yourself, TC, so since you spoke
Always.
of that in a personal sense, it's just like, it's not that you're not in a position to purchase, generally speaking, not addressing your situation. It's just that basically, maybe what you're working with need to be structured, or maybe one or two things you need to do So it's just a matter of if you get that advice up front or that consult and somebody say follow through, and you follow through and take care of the little things that you can, it helps to put you in a better position to jump on the things that you're trying definitely to.
Okay. So here are the levels now. All right. So that person will say this: you have to follow through with getting your credit up to par.
You have to follow through with the recommendation.
And then when
from
in
the
order to
bank
get
or
your
the
credit
mortgage
up to
person.
par, here's where the money start to come in. Now remember, the money where you have is to put towards the house, and you have to go dip into that now for go fix credit, for go fix this and fix all of them, fix her up, yeah.
All right, TC.
Right?
TC.
It takes money to fix all the things that is required.
It's gonna
right?
take, but everybody's situation is unique, so you can't just say it's one set of stuff for everybody. So basically, what I would say to the viewers is this: if you're looking at renting, get with a mortgage get with a real estate person and try to see how you can find something if you can't find it in a rental community without dealing with a real estate person. If you're looking at buying, get with a mortgage person or a bank or somewhere to get qualified and see what the position is that you're in. Also, basically, of course, you have AR1 state-of-the-art real estate and mortgages. Anne-Marie Richards, I'll give you her number. It's 954-658-5911. Again, 954-658-5911. For, your credit repair needs, your mortgage needs, assisting you in getting that loan through the bank, whatever program they have out there, definitely. As far as with myself, Abdullah Richards with AR1 Real Estate, I work with the cities as far as the different grants, the counties with the grant, helping you to find that home. People are inquiring about short sales, foreclosures, fixture-uppers.
The time now by Flexx FM
basically.
is...
So you definitely want to kind of jump on whatever you can so you can help to make your position a better one. Put yourself in a better place for sure. So again, Abdullah Richards, AR1 Real Estate and Mortgages. The consult is free. Give us a call as soon as you possibly can, and we'll try to assist you with any of your real estate or mortgage needs for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, that number Abdullah is talking about, we will be going across the screen as we speak right now, and the information where you can stop on by and sit and talk with Anne-Marie to find out what your position is in terms of where your credit score, your bank statement, your tax return.
For sure. And most of the questions that are being texted now, we'll address them when we're coming back, when we're back here again on Friday, all's well.
Right. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, Abdullah here of AR1 State-of-the-Art Real Estate and Mortgages. And, of course, he has a very reputable team down there working. So, if you stop on by and he's not there, don't wait until Abdullah get there. Talk with anybody inside there because they, too, have the information. I don't think Abdullah is... selfish enough to keep all this information to himself. I don't think they would be doing 20 plus years in the business.
Yeah, teamwork makes
that
the
was the
dream
case.
work,
For real.
Teamwork makes
So
the dream
Abdullah,
work.
so what you gonna do for me now?
As far as your situation is sorted out, so you're kind of like a silver spoon, you're just making it look like, pretty much your situation is sorted out, man.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be an example. I'm gonna lead by example. I'm gonna sit with Anne-Marie. It's a protocol. Sit with Anne-Marie. When I find out that, then I'll come sit with you and you show me what's available. And then we'll take it from there.
For sure, definitely.
All right.
Thanks to all
I'm
the
going to walk
viewers
with a
out there.
camera with that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'll make this visible. For real.
All right, boss.
Thanks a million. You hear my brother?
Anytime.
I really appreciate you taking the beating that you get here day in, day out. For real. Everybody see me in the street. Why are you provoking Abdullah? It's not provoking Abdullah. I'm just relating. Listen, I am just the messenger. Okay? All right, Kojo, thanks for your question, my brother. And of course, again, I guess what you have to do is just try to work on the credit a little bit more from what it is. I don't know if it's in the 4 or 5 or, early 6, but work on it and make the process flawless. All right? All right, so we'll be right back after these messages, ladies and gentlemen. It's Flexx FM.
That's
Cool?
876-397-3578. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram at Party Blasters Pro. Let us celebrate value with you.
Why advertise with Flexx FM?
Advertising on Flexx FM radio brings the community to your doorstep.
Your commercial is professionally produced. We offer competitive rates and our own flexible payment plans.
Do you want the word out about your new established business?
And create dedicated customers. Then advertise on Flexx FM radio.
Advertising with Flexx FM radio should be your next call.
Call 954-729-2082.
That's 954-729-2082. Or email us at flexfm@gmail.com. That's FLEXX FM@gmail.com. Flexx FM.
Radio at its best. Don't hesitate.
This is a public service announcement. If you're riding, please remember to wear your helmet. If you're driving, remember to fasten your seatbelt. Do not text while driving. Remember always to be on alert for any pedestrians. This has been a message from the Safety Department of Flexx.
The hottest DJ mixing the beats. Beats. Mixing the beats on Flexx FM.
I'm missing, don't make them take advantage of you. Young girl, wanna school ya. I'm not falling nobody. Cause that man when I call you sexy could be twice your daddy. No time rough like Greta. Plus your mama know I'm me. But please me, I beg you, don't make them come mess up your body. And you dirty man, you dirty man. Leave the people thinking them alone. Dirty man, you know it's wrong. So leave the people being them alone. It's a disgrace, man. Ooh, you're just a waste man, yeah. Hey, mommy, you feel listen to your daughter when you tell her she not happy. You see the signs and turn a blind eye. Me, I beg you to stop it. That man when you have a gun take you when you left him still at hungry. You left your young girl all alone. Not take your daughter, sell out to you. Dirty man, you dirty man. Leave the people picking them alone. You dirty man, you know it's wrong. Leave the people picking them alone. It's a disgrace, man.
As we actually give you a quick synopsis of Studio B. Rick is actually having a meal in Studio B. He'll be sharing this platform with me in a couple of minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We do have some serious discussion to dive into, and Rick is here to assist me with those conversations. So stick and stay with us. It's going to be very interesting when we forward after this song called Dirty Man.
Dirty man, the dirty man. Leave the people picking them alone. You little dirty man, dirty man. Leave the people picking them alone. You're a disgrace, man.
Pedophilia is a horrendous crime that unfortunately our children are facing in our communities, our country, and the world at large.
Yes, you might not see it, but it's happening. So for the real dirty man them, I'm gonna stop it.
If you see something, you need to speak up.
And if you're doing it, you need to stop.
Leave the people picking them alone.
So for the real dirty man them, I'm gonna stop it.
You're a disgrace, man. You dirty man. Leave the people pitney them alone. I like it. I like it a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, of course, the flip side of the hour right here. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Some people call it Hump Day. I'm not too sure why them call it Hump Day, Rick.
I guess because, it's the middle of the week, maybe.
Oh, the middle of the week? That's the reason why?
Perhaps, some people might be glad to call it Hump Day because they're going through some changes in their life. You know what I mean?
And here I am thinking that people just sit down and hump the day away.
Perhaps, it's a variety of ways that people look at that.
Poor my mind.
But
my
I look at it as another day of the week.
Another day.
That's it.
So I have it.
You already know.
Rick, good afternoon and welcome, my brother.
I appreciate you.
Happy that you're actually sharing this platform with me today. And here's why I'm happy that you're sharing this platform with me today. Because the discussion that we're about to have right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a discussion that's very touching to me personally. And when I say touching to me personally, it's because of some of the stuff that we see happening and how them take people for idiot. You know what I mean? I want to say take people for idiot, meaning people like us, the ones that are
doing
already
positive.
In distress. You know what I mean? People who are way below the poverty line. and you still not tax your brethren, them will have it, you know. You tax you and I who don't have it. I was in Jamaica a couple months ago, not based on the recent trip, a couple days ago, but while I was there, Rick, I get to understand that stress is becoming one of the number one killer in Jamaica.
Oh, you kidding me right now?
Oh yes, man. And imagine Jamaica was a stress-free country, you know, because some of the things that we never used to put on our agenda. It was in our radar, but it's not.
Is it a political stressness or a society type?
It's a combination of
both.
A lot of stuff, my brother. For one, was the people that start kill people for no reason.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
That's
that can't stress out anybody. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Next thing, the politician them, you only see them in the neighborhood when it's time to get a vote. And when the time come and them gone, the stress they leave you down there again.
That's true.
We see them alone are reap. Them implement certain laws that benefit them and them friend. So it stress out the lower class people because the laws that them implement, what it does, it put a strain on the people them who get hand to mouth, you know what I mean?
Right.
While them friends in high places just breeze through with it. Like for example, healthcare, especially here in the United States, that will stress anybody. Let's say a hospital in one of them state there. Is it in Houston? We have sue people left, right, and center, you know, for medical bill. That is a stress.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
All
even with what even for me, right?
Yeah.
I have insurance.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm still getting phone calls and letters in the mail asking me about a bill. You know what I'm saying? A bill. I'm like, well, gee, Whitakers, I got a insurance, so why would I have to pay a bill?
Brother,
you would think that my insurance would cover that.
No, the insurance not going to fully.
Exactly. You know, see, they call it copay.
Copay, that's the killer right there. Yeah,
that's the killer. You know, they get you with the copay. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, people can't really afford the copay. You know what I mean?
That is
so
it.
if you can't pay the copay, you don't see your doctor, you don't see your dentist, you don't even,
because you don't
know
have
what
it.
I mean? Yeah,
So
exactly.
Stress are gonna kill you.
Exactly. You know, like if you go see your doctor, for example, and he prescribed medication, all right? So you get it sent to your nearest pharmacy or whatever, right?
Right.
Excuse me. So when you get to the pharmacy, the pharmacist is asking you for extra change. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. What do you mean extra change? You know, here's my insurance card. Here's everything you need. So what do you need?
Right.
Well, we can't give you the medication unless you pay this copay.
All right.
That's the problem.
And this is why it's most kids have this illness and it grows with them.
Exactly.
And so forth because
exactly.
of... No, for a country as great as the United States.
You would think that would
that does so many humanitarian work around the world. You would think that there are people here that reside here would be taken care of
you
first.
Would think this is in Canada, you know, where the health department up there is like, make me want to move to Canada. Yeah, I mean, you know.
I know exactly what you mean, man, for real.
Because here in the United States, like you say, I agree with that 100%. And the thing that gets me is all these politicians that come out of the woodwork, everybody want to discuss what they can do for the medical
My
problem
brother, that's
they
one
have
of the
here.
biggest things right
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
Imagine having an unhealthy country.
That's what we have right now.
That's what we're having right now.
Exactly.
For
That's
real.
exactly what's going
on. A
on
lot of people are
right
scared
now.
to go to the emergency room because of the payment. These are stuff that are actually coming back on your credit now too as well.
Exactly.
So if and if this place is driven by credit score, and then you know you don't have it, and this what the emergency room is for, emergency purposes.
You
However,
would think
a lot of
anyway.
people have financial issue, but now we have seen a story come out where the hospital now hiring a reputable law firm to go at these patients to sue them for the money that was owed for the service that they provide. Now, where is the lawmakers and where's the congressman and where's the senator and where's the president and vice president that's
All
supposed to be
these
saying,
characters, true.
them people will come in, give them a break, man. First offend. You know what I mean? We understand if them do it 2 and 3 times.
I think, you
but
know,
come on now,
when it
man.
comes
oh,
to,
gosh, man.
yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous to be asking me. I don't vote for nobody. Sorry, guys, but I can't do it. Yeah, I mean, because no one is doing what they supposed to do.
No.
You know, and then you got some characters that come all the way into your neighborhood that you never even heard of. asking you to vote for him. For what?
That's the question. I would invite that person in for a cup of. I say, come have a cup of coffee with me. I know you have a couple houses to go knock on. I need to know you personally.
Exactly.
And that's what citizens should do when them come knock on your door now.
Right.
Invite them in and sit them down and say, let me get to know you. Don't be scared to talk to these people, man. Because at the end of the day, you go out there because them sing a good song and they go number one on the chart. Then you go out there and you put your vote beside them and send them song of platinum and all these things. And when the song of platinum, you don't see them.
You don't see them. Don't even know them.
No.
You know?
No. The reason why I'm having this discussion, ladies and gentlemen, of course, with Rick. Rick is a cancer survivor. Still struggling, with pain back for the treatment that he's been receiving. And if anyone knows, Rick has been a Flexx family from the jump, from 2011.
11. I think it was 10.
2010,
Right,
correct.
2010.
9 years. Rick started out with us doing the night cruise. And this is one of the reasons why you haven't seen Rick on the night cruise, because when was it that you were diagnosed with cancer?
2015, I think it
2015.
was. Yeah, 2015.
And ever since you've been in and out of the hospital.
You already know.
And you've been getting medical assistance in terms financially from what, Medicaid?
From Medicaid, exactly. That's the state thing. Medicaid is from the state.
Is it Medicaid or Medicare?
Medicaid.
Medicaid. And that goes
I'm
with
not
the state.
eligible for
you're not
Medicare.
eligible for Medicare.
You know, that's an age thing. You know?
Okay.
See, I'm not there yet. Thank God I'm not there yet. Yeah, I mean.
But you've been getting assistance where Medicaid is concerned.
Right. Correct.
All right. And you applied for that based on your situation.
Well, actually, you know, I'm grateful for the hospital that I was at, where I'm still going to get my treatment and all, right?
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that assisted me with that insurance, obtaining insurance and disability and so on and so forth, you know. So, but you still have to pay the copay. Regardless.
So there's a copayment that comes with that.
Right, exactly.
So you have to go get a supplement insurance.
There you go.
And then this you have to pay for.
Right.
Okay. And without that, what are your chances?
I wouldn't be talking to you right now, I believe. You know, so I'm totally grateful for the first of all, to the Most High, you know,
Right.
and second of all for the people that helped me along the way. You know what I mean? To encourage me to be strong and to, you know, like you guys, the Flexx family, and everyone, you know what I mean? That just, you know, totally encouraged me to keep strong and just keep going and going and going. And you will make it, you know. So far, I'm still here. You know, so I guess the Lord isn't ready for me
Let
yet.
us in on the result that you are right now, because we know that you're
Right now, I
diagnosed
did
with
my
a
last
stage what?
4.
4.
Correct, stage 4 cancer, lung cancer.
Lungs cancer.
Yeah, man, that's pretty deep, you know. And and to this day, I still don't even know if it was from smoking or not.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even though I quit smoking long before I even knew that I had the cancer.
Right,
but at the same time, you know, I just didn't never really bother to find out if it was from that or from anything else, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because there's a variety of ways you can obtain cancer, you know. Besides, you know, you don't even know if you have cancer. That's one thing that person.
How did you find out that? How did you knew you had cancer?
Well, I had a bump up on my arm, which, you know, sometimes you heard of cysts, right?
Yes.
You know, they come in all various places.
So
you
you
know what I
went
mean?
in for one thing
and came out with something else.
Came out with something else.
Isn't that something? Imagine that.
And
That's
this
why you
is
gotta
why-
always get checked out.
But this is why I'm telling you, and this is why we're having this conversation today,
Yeah,
because
man.
a lot of people will see that bump there and
think nothing of it.
and probably want to go check it, but know that if I go, what the payment would be like. You know what I mean?
That is the fear factor with a lot of
Most people here in
Yeah,
America.
for real.
You know what I mean?
A lot of
Especially
Americans
now
have
that their
fear
hospital
factor.
coming at you for lawsuit in terms of to getting their payment for services. rendered.
Exactly. But they have to give you services. That's just mandatory.
Yeah.
But, you know, they.
But the after effect now.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
when the
what
smoke
you gotta
clear
deal
and you
with.
see that bill. Check this out. I was living in New York a couple of years ago, ladies and gentlemen, and you know, I was at work, working at a radio station in New York, and when I got home, what happened is I wasn't feeling so well. However, there's like one side of my face feel like it's getting small. However, I was sitting there till the pain becomes unbearable.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what, let me go to the emergency room. First thing I went there was this long line. Them asked me 2 little questions if I have chest pain, this. And because I said, no, I don't have chest pain, because I didn't have chest pain to begin with. What I have is like a severe headache. That's only on one side of my face. I didn't even know if that was a strokes coming on or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But what happened is now, they have me wait there. I went there like probably 9, and at 2 o'clock I'm getting out of that place in the morning.
Yeah, that's how it usually be.
The long wait there now. Who pays me for that time I'm sitting there?
That's true.
All right,
right,
but
now.
It's my best interest to go there, right,
It
Rick?
worked out.
All right.
So what did they say was the problem?
So when I went there, the guy told me to go in the room, because I'm already on top of them. Because, you know, you're in media, you already have these
Yeah, true that.
coming in and coming
Yeah.
out. You're on top of it. So when the guy told me to go in the room, and him give me a rope to put on. So I said, why do I need a rope to put on? I tell him my head hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need nothing down this spot.
Right.
So him say, all right, go in the room, go sit down. All right, Rick went into the room, sat down. Him come with that thing in his ears, him listen to my heart, listen to this, listen to that. Then him say, oh, you have a congestion, a head congestion, something like that. That it's sinus related.
Right, exactly.
So I put a pressure on one side. So this guy gave me 2 tablets to take now. Then he wrote a prescription. So he gave me 2 tablets, 1 to take now, and can take the next one tomorrow morning, which is about 2 in the morning, you know.
Right.
So I took one while I was sitting there. Rick, everything just gone.
Just that quick.
Just that quick. I never filled that prescription, you know.
You didn't have to.
2, because I didn't even have to take the other one.
And it never came back?
Never came back. Never ever came back.
What kind of medication?
I should have taken note.
Yeah,
I should have
sure.
kept that
You
prescription.
could have been a millionaire right
However,
now.
3 weeks after that, a mail come to the house. $980 something
What?
for emergency room visit. So me I wonder,
How many?
that must
How
be
long
a
after?
miracle. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
That must be a miracle tablet.
Gotta be.
So in a mind, I said to
$900
myself,
worth.
a good thing me never fill a prescription then. Because if one tablet costs $900, those guys jacked me up for sitting
they
there
got you. Did you pay?
from 9 to 2. I didn't pay. So you know what happened now?
They mess with your
So
credit.
no, so you know, you look about something and them say, you know, your credit, you need to check out your credit thing. When I go to check my credit thing now, guess what's on it?
No.
Collection for
From that
emergency
long
from
time
that,
ago?
Brother, hear me no man, it grieved me no more.
So what happened with the 7-year?
Brother, them jack me up.
Yeah, they got you good.
So you see, knowledge is power, you know, ladies and gentlemen. So when you're in the known, it put you 10 steps ahead of the game.
Right, when you're in the know.
For real.
Right.
So now, first thing I would advise anyone to do when you go to any emergency room, do the disclaimer. Listen, I'm broke as the word broke. I don't have any money, whatever I'm feeling this pain.
But you know what?
And let me see if them now gonna render your assistance because you use the term that you're broke.
Well, I don't think they not render their service.
All right, but here the flip side to this now, Rick. So you see how them pressure you here for a little 1 tablet. So they have this ship going around the Caribbean now. And this is what people have to be mindful and careful for now. And this may be something of what people say, oh, you can't follow those rumors and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen, they have these ships going around to the Caribbean. And for years, they might use us as guinea pig.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Test tube humans, as I would like to call
agree
it.
with that. And they still do that.
Any kind
Be
of
honest.
medication them want test, them come and them tell us, because them know the poor, you know. Them not target them big friend, you know, and them big friend kids, you know. Them target the poor. Oh, we'll give you $50, or we'll give you $25, or we'll give you $100 if you can test us out and tell how it make you feel. Before them can put it on the market. This is what these pharmaceutical people do, you know.
Well, actually, you know, I'm gonna elaborate on that a little bit because I did participate in one of those.
You did?
Yeah, man. I was a guinea
I'm
pig.
a
So
perfect guest,
example.
ladies and
You know what I
gentlemen.
mean? I'm
Yeah.
totally guilty. And what I got involved with was something that they were using, and I do believe it's that drug they have nowadays, you know, for AIDS, for people to prevent a person from getting AIDS. You know what I mean? That type of drug. You have,
So you
you
have a
heard
drug
that?
that one can take to prevent it, like it stopped it
prevent,
before.
right? You know how a person can take, a woman can take some type of
birth control thing.
Yeah, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So that way them can get. Okay, so they're actually making
they have
medication.
It's on the market now.
Is it?
Yeah, man. I've seen the commercial. They got commercials and everything for this. You know,
So
I
you
mean,
take
it's a drug.
this medication.
But it wasn't I think they renamed it from what I was doing. But they was using me as a guinea pig, but I got paid for it. But
so let me ask you a question, though. Even though you get paid to do it, how would they know if it work or not? Do they have to inject the virus?
No,
in you?
actually, it's just a pill that
so
you would
take. The pill, but how do they know if it works?
Because it's you to do the physical, the blood work, and so on and so forth.
Oh, so they're
after
just checking
for
what they would call now in the medical terms side effects.
Right, there you go.
Okay,
exactly. And of course, I didn't have any
side effects to it.
Right, at least I hope I didn't have it.
I'm happy they didn't have to.
Well, I am kind of crazy.
I'm happy that they didn't have to allow you to sleep with anyone that is infected with HIV to find out if it will catch you.
But that's what these
because you couldn't pay me for that. For real, you could have paid me for that.
I know that's right, but it
was
pretty interesting.
You see who them seek out to test these things on though. No, what they're doing now, ladies and gentlemen, they're using another method now because that's not working like it used to anymore. Because once upon a time, them used to, if you want to donate blood, they will give you like a $50 or $25 a year.
They're still doing that.
They're still doing that.
Yeah, man.
But a lot of people not doing it though.
Well,
they're still doing it, but
a lot of people doing it. Really, to me, it's like when I ride past. I used to do it too.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I did it because once upon a time I got shot in the leg, and I lost a lot of blood. And due to the fact that I lost so much blood, I had to have a transfusion.
And
you
they
understand?
have to supply you with.
Right. So I gave back to that because
because of that cause. Because
exactly.
It benefit you
because
then.
people helped me at that time when they were donating blood, not even knowing that that I was going to need it, and I didn't either at the time. But that's the reason why I was doing the plasma thing.
Okay.
But the right now I don't do it no more. But the point of it is that nowadays people are doing that, and the ones that are doing it are the homeless. You find a lot more homeless people in there. People that not necessarily.
But I think these are people that they target, really.
I don't know. Maybe
I am saying that.
I think
I think I can say that.
Well, I mean.
Yeah, they target these people because these people are the ones that are with more, the ones that are with more up to it. Say, well, hey, what the heck? What do we have to lose?
Well, perhaps I can see it might be that way too as well, But then you got some people that's, they low on their cash flow, they don't have a job.
That's why they target.
I can see what targeting that's a pretty lethal word.
But here's no, I am using the lethal word because they are using the lethal stuff.
Yeah,
let me explain this to you already. Here's why I will use it as lethal as it may be. Now, what I have seen they're doing, they're actually targeting the Caribbean islands to use the term, we're giving, we're doing something humanitarian to, especially the folks in the Caribbean. Why you don't do these things in like Italy, France, Germany, Russia, and those countries? Why don't do these humanitarian work in those countries?
They don't allow
But why are you
that.
targeting the Caribbean? So they trying to use the Caribbean folks as guinea pigs. No, that's what I'm telling them. The Caribbean people, be careful of what's going on out there.
Yeah, you
I
must be
share this
careful,
information
that's
with you because
Yeah,
you need to be in the known. Now, here's why I say that. So they have this ship going around now, saying that they're offering medical assistance free now, ladies and gentlemen, free. And they're doing dental, they're doing this, they're doing that. But I feel like it's the same thing that they're doing, having these drugs that they're actually testing. And they're going to use the method that they're using. We're doing some humanitarian stuff and stuff like that. But actually, I think that's what they're doing,
They probably are, because there are some funny ways that people do things, especially pharmaceutical, because some of the things, I read an article once upon a time about how the pharmaceutical companies have cures for different things that's going on in the world today, but they don't use them. I mean? Like, for example, they have a cure for cancer, they got a cure for AIDS. They have something that they can give you if they choose to for when catching colds like the flu, pneumonia, and things of that nature.
Right.
Like when you see these drugstores like CVS, Walgreens primarily.
Having some drugs that are next to nothing.
No. I'm talking about giving you flu shots.
Yeah.
You get the free flu shots.
Right.
Yeah. In actuality, that's really, they giving you the flu.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
And it affect more people than it cure.
Exactly.
To be honest with you.
Exactly, because I called myself getting a flu shot at the hospital that I was in and ended up catching pneumonia. Imagine that. You know, I was just as surprised as you were. You know what I mean?
To be poor is a crime. And here's why. Because if that was their friends in high places, that is position themselves in the 1%.
They wouldn't even come to him.
They wouldn't even go to
They
them.
wouldn't even go to him and say, hey, look here, I want to try this. No. They'll give him a drink, but they won't give him no drugs or nothing because they rather experiment on first. They let us see what happens to us, the public.
Let me say this to you.
Then once we, go crazy or whatever, then they know they can't. There you
take
go.
back some of the dosage because majority of the people will give in between September and October. It starts to affect them.
That's what they do
so
every
guinea
day.
pig again. Them have us as lab rats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Live.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share this with you right now. I just wanted to take a quick listen because, when I'm sharing this, we're actually streaming live on Facebook and YouTube right now. And what will happen is these people may or may not, who knows, just boot us off.
Well,
they're a part of the conspiracy.
I don't see why they would, because this is
it's information that you're sharing and inspiring and
plus we're
empowering.
entertaining.
Right. So why would you do that? You know what I mean?
But you allow this foolishness that you see.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Brother, listen to me. This is why we're also live on FlexFM.live, ladies and gentlemen, and you can always go there. That's one thing they can't boot us off.
No, they can't do nothing about that.
We paid for that. For real. All right? So if them boot me off there, to go to www.flexfm.live live. All right? So let me share this with you all right now, ladies and gentlemen. And I think this is very important that we share this with you because this is something that's it's food for thought. This is why all right? And when I say food for thought, ladies and gentlemen, I really do mean that I want you all to pay keen attention to some of the stuff that we actually. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this Facebook comment real quick. Kocha says, prayer goes out to you, my brother. May God bring you back to good health, blessings.
Blessings,
man, love
brother.
and respect, man.
Appreciate you.
Tanya, love and respect, man. Marlene, the queen. Pauline, Joe Grind, and of course, everyone who's chiming in at this time. Love and respect.
Dapper,
of course.
What's up, my brother?
Yes, man. All right, so let me share this with you guys, ladies and gentlemen. And what I'm about to share with you is something that is factual, something that I don't understand why they're giving this service free when here they might kill you.
Where are they giving this service free? In Canada, that we were speaking of? Well, we're about to find out.
We're about to find out right now.
Okay.
For real. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to take a listen to this carefully. All right?
Urge locals to snap up the opportunity to receive free medical services. One group is doing the complete opposite and urging locals to stay away from the initiative. On August 21st, the Ministry of Health issued a statement informing the nation of the imminent arrival of the United States Naval Ship Comfort Humanitarian Mission, USNS. According to the statement, the ship will be providing general services including basic medical evaluation and treatment, preventative medicine, dental screenings and treatments, optometry screenings and eyewear distribution, internal medicine, pediatrics, dermatology, women's health, physical therapy, and provision of medication as needed. But is it all too good to be true? Well, the president of the Ayanola Council for the Advancement of Rastafari, Aaron Alexander, seems to think so.
We should not trust these things. When have America ever wanted anything good for us? After all, remember we were listed as the shithole countries along with the African countries by the president. So I think even in America, they need healthcare themselves. There are over millions of people, they tell you, that have no health insurance, no proper healthcare, etc., etc. So there's nothing as a free lunch. And when I heard about that announcement, I want to tell my people in St. Lucia, be careful. St. Lucians, be very careful with that kind of thing, because America never went and fight and help Mandela to get out of prison and to fight against apartheid in South Africa. And there's a campaign going on right now to control the population of black people, sterilizing black people, both men and women. So as much as St. Lucians might be tempted, considering the state of healthcare in this country, St. Lucians might be very tempted to go and take advantage of this opportunity. But I'm telling my people to be very careful and be very wary of this kind of thing.
The ICAR president said the U.S. has a dark history of using black people as guinea pigs under the guise of medical services. He said those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it.
I remember the history as far as the Tuskegee experience is concerned, where many of the black men, only black men might I add, were given or injected with syphilis and right to the grave to see how detrimental that disease would have on the black body. And some of them were promised, at some stage at some stage within the sickness, they would actually give them some kind of vaccination to stop it, etc. And they never did. So we've been fooled, we've been deceived many times by this kind of disguise of coming under the guise of healthcare and all these kind of things. I remember in South Africa during the 1980s under President Botha, there was this nationwide campaign to actually infect pregnant women with HIV/AIDS in sub-Saharan Africa. That is why they tell you that the highest incidences of AIDS and the highest population of AIDS is in sub-Saharan Africa. That is a direct result of the program that was carried out by President Botha through the healthcare system in South Africa, where pregnant women come into clinics were injected directly with HIV, and they now going home and have sex with their partner, and sometimes their partner have more than one partner, and that's how it's spreading in whole of South Africa, in the whole of the African continent.
Alexander said if the U.S. genuinely wants to help, there are other ways to do so.
Why can't America then furnish our OKEU hospital for us then? If they have all this latest technology, all this latest equipment, etc., etc., make a donation to OKEU hospital and donate some of this high-tech equipment to us. And at least that would last us longer than the one-time visit. There's the old saying that instead of giving a man a fish every day, teach him how to fish. So bring this equipment to us, make a donation of some of those sophisticated equipment to help our people if you're really genuine about our health concerns in St. Lucia. So my people must be very careful and very wary of this thing, and I definitely will tell you I will not take advantage of this opportunity because I don't trust this thing at all.
All of the ship's services are provided free of charge with no pre-registration necessary for the clinics and are available for all who need care. During its deployment, the USNS will also be visiting other Caribbean territories, including Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, St. Kitts, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and Haiti. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
Wow.
All right. Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have that right there. And the brother strike every nail on the head. The brother take you back, the brother bring you forward. If you want to assist, because you are saying that if your people here are struggling and you don't offer this kind of service to your own people here, so why is it so important for you to offer it to the Caribbean people, the people in the Caribbean?
That's a good question.
You know what I mean?
That's the good
things
question.
That make you go,
And see, those are the things and the questions that we need to ask our politicians when they want us to vote.
Right.
So on, vote for them and so on and so forth. Yeah, I mean, what are you doing about the health care here in America? Why is this? Why is that? What are you going to do if I vote for you? What are you going to do to change this or at least try to change this?
This is why I'm saying to my people, you have to be vigilant in this time. You know what I mean? They prey on the poor at all times, my brother.
I don't think it's going to take a while before they...
Listen,
get it in their heads. I think what? Sometimes it's like it has to happen to you for you to get it. You know what I mean? In order for you to understand what another person is going through, I believe that it takes another person to experience that in order for them to totally understand what another person is going through.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Dapper says, this is serious, and if so, why they not docking at Bahamas and helping people if they are truly concerned about people's health? Question sign.
They're not.
Which is true.
They're not worried
that should have been the first stop.
Immediate.
Yeah.
And like the brother said, what about in Africa?
Or what happened afterwards? What's going to happen? Why just come in for just today? And then when you're gone, what happened? When we need more
the long
assistance.
term. Yeah,
so why don't you just supply, the facility that we already have here with the proper equipment? So instead of, you giving me a fish, teach me how to fish.
That's it.
So even when your boat drift off and gone back to the next location, we can take care of ourselves here. Why don't you do that instead?
They
If
don't
that's
want
the case,
to.
if you're that genuine, you know what I mean?
They don't want to do that.
So my question, though, Eric, and I always have questions. The right people don't seem to be want to answer it. The question is, why is it we are suffering here when it comes down to healthcare, but you're doing it free? What's the motive?
I think it's a money thing. I believe it's about money. If you can afford the, like, for
Is it a
example,
bait?
Is it a what?
A bait. Like you do this something and then I say, yo, you have.
They give you a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Is it?
We have been notified that our fire alarm is going to go off in a little bit.
Right.
And they're doing a testing. So if you hear that sound, ladies and gentlemen,
at least you know.
Yeah, it's a test from the fire alarm in our building. We've just been notified.
But I think maybe what it is that, you know how when you're trying to catch a mouse that's in your crib,
yeah,
and you put the little cheese out there,
right,
and then he comes and then you snap him in the trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know I mean, I believe that is something similar to that. You know,
you believe that's the case?
Yeah, man. What they're doing now, they give you a little bit, and then once they got you, then you're in there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And your whole life is turned upside down afterwards. You know, like for example, like what we were just talking about earlier, about how, you know, when you can't afford the bill, right, and then when you don't pay, they come after you. You know that. But when you play the hide and go seek game for so
sure.
long, then they come with you. They come at you in a different manner. They want to affect your credit and so on and so forth, so that your living arrangements now, if you wanted to invest into some property or if you wanted to improve yourself, then it's going to be hard for you to do that, you know, because your credit is messed up. And nowadays, your credit is everything.
So true.
You know, I mean, if you ain't got good credit like me, then, you know, you're going to have to just deal with things. But I'm about to deal with, what's the guy's name, Mr. Richards? I'm about to deal with that gentleman there to get my credit back to par. You guys should give him a call as well.
You should. For real.
Man, for sure, definitely. Because it'll help, because you never know what you might want to do, what the future holds for you. You don't know. And some things you might want to say to yourself, well, it's time for me to buy a house. And you forget about that medical bill you had about 6 years ago. How long was it when you found yours? About 3 weeks.
In the 90s.
3 weeks ago. And
for real.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's still, and even if it was back then, it'll still affect you to this day.
Up until this day, it still does affect you.
And they say, you know, that there's a 7-year period or something.
Yeah, before it can be expunged off your credit.
But that doesn't work.
No. Here's what's going to happen. You'll have to go pay someone now to get it off.
That's it.
It lingers there. It still affects you until you go get somebody who's reputable to pay them to get it off of your credit. So it costs you every step of the way.
Exactly.
For real. All right, so I actually hear the test of our alarm going on.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard
so
it.
forth. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Ayasin, it's good to have you here, my sister, Miss Richards. Good to have you here. It's a pleasure having you here.
You know, it's always a pleasure. It's my home here.
And as Dapper D said, this is serious, and if so, why? Why not? Why aren't they truly, docking up at the Bahamas? I really do that. You know what I mean? Experiment is the motive, not money. For real. No testing of new diseases and infection. So to come in one time and plant the bugs, then leave and wait to hear the result, whether death or otherwise. Love that. Your credit will affect you with, let me see, let's continue reading these comments here. Ladies and gentlemen, your credit will affect you with getting a job.
Very
Definitely.
true.
Yes,
very
Denise.
true.
So true. So true. Yes, jobs are now asking for bank statements and credit report. Like,
and you just want to get a job.
So
and
isn't that why we need a job? I can't take it, boy.
Oh, this is crazy.
Wouldn't that be the reason why you want to get a job, Rick?
Hey, that wouldn't be my reason to get a job.
You could get a co-payment for any insurance if you like, if you have a job, right?
Yeah, I better just deal with it on my own.
All right, Rick, based on everything that we have discussed today, your situation that you're actually going through, coming through a stage 4 cancer, being here, can be able to have in this discussion with me. I'm telling you, man, God is awesome.
Yeah, man, that's why you got to always keep your faith, believe in, something higher than yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and just look forward, stay positive, and just, have supportive people around you, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You have to have a good support team around you.
Yeah, man, you must have
that's
that.
Very important. A lot of people don't understand the importance of that,
That's automatic, the support team. Because you can't do it by yourself.
Right.
And no matter how strong you are, you can go in the gym, work out all you want, no matter what, you can still be broken down by the best of it,
True.
So you got to just have a good, strong support team, have faith, believe that you will survive, and guess what? One day you and I be having a conversation about the same thing.
Walk me through your emotions when that nurse or doctor came in and said that you have stage 4 cancer.
Well, actually, to be honest, I really didn't feel anything because when it all went down, they checked me into the hospital the same day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody told me that I had cancer until the next morning. But during that night, I was watching television, and the guy said, would you rather be here or would you rather be there? You know what I mean? Meaning, would you rather be at the hospital or would you rather be home? This is after your treatment.
Right.
And that's what it was. And it was an experimental drug called Keytruda. That's what I was on.
Keytruda?
Keytruda.
What was that drug for?
That was for the cancer.
Okay, this is after you know about it.
Right.
Okay.
I'm watching television and I see that that's what they were talking about, that this particular drug will help you get a lot better where you don't feel bad. Some people feel bad and, tired and so on and so forth. But for me, when I seen the commercial, I said, you know what? If they tell me I have cancer, then I'm going to let the doc know that's the drug I want. And when he came in that morning, he said, Mr. Small, I just want to let you know that you have stage 4 lung cancer. And I said, oh, really? Well, I tell you what, and before I could let him know, he told me that this is what you're going to get, the new drug, experimental drug. So, and guess how much it costs per month?
How much?
$10,000 per month. Every time I went to get treatment, $10,000. Every trip. So, I'm totally grateful for the insurance.
So, it costs, that medication costs $10,000?
$10,000 a month. Every treatment is $10,000, not per month, but every treatment. Because some people have to go twice a month, depending on how so deep the cancer is affecting them. With me, I'm blessed because it didn't affect my bones. It didn't go no further than on top of my lungs. It didn't go inside. It didn't spread. It spread a little bit to my right arm, but other than that, I was blessed. I caught it. In other words, I caught it in time. With the help of the Most High. I got to give thanks to the Most High.
$10,000 per treatment?
Per treatment. Treatment. Imagine that. Now, if I didn't have insurance...
Speechless right now.
Imagine if they wouldn't give me the insurance.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
So, first and foremost, you have to say thanks again to the Most High.
To the Most High. Most
Secondly, to that doctor who advised you that these are the options that are there. And it's so funny you say that to them. Even though they say that these are the options, what was the requirement for you to be qualified for that insurance? Was that a hassle? That's what I love to know. Was that a hassle for you to get the insurance? What was the requirement?
Well, actually, they did try to give me the runaround in the beginning because I wasn't familiar with it, so I had to get my sister because she had issues once upon a time, and she knew how to deal with that type of atmosphere. I wasn't used to that, but anyway, yes, it was because they require a whole lot of red tape, and I had to go through all of that, and all the time that I'm going through all this red tape, it took about maybe a month. Month and a half through this red tape. Believe it or not, maybe 2 months. I think it was 2 months. For me, but all the time that I'm wasting.
Were they rendering service in the meantime?
No, they wasn't doing anything.
They were waiting
they
on the insurance to kick in.
That part, because they wouldn't give me the treatment. I even questioned. I said, well, y'all know the insurance is coming, so why can't we start this here treatment? Nope.
Wow.
The pharmaceutical company that was, giving up the treatment.
Right.
They didn't want to do it that way.
Because they have to make sure that they make that $10,000 first. And if it's even from the government. This is a little circle, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little bubble that they're all entangling.
Right.
So whosoever is dispersing the funds, this pharmaceutical company is going to make sure that they're getting the funds from this because they know that the funds is there.
They already know that, but they just want to hear it. It's like, let me get that phone call and say, hey, you got the job type
did
scenario.
you get the signature? All right, cool. So we can start minister this service to this individual.
Exactly. And once they got once they got it, they immediately
start to disperse it.
Yeah,
and then you're grateful now because you think, but then again, a month or 2
months. Yeah, 2
that's
months.
a long enough time for any cancer to start spreading, man.
Yeah,
come on, you have to do all that. And then you're telling me now that you want to go to the Caribbean island and give these people free health screening and so forth.
Oh man, it's
seriously
crazy. It's crazy out
man.
there.
What group? What country does that, man?
America.
That's wicked, for real.
It's
Mikey
cold.
Mike from WCOP. Thanks for being here, my brother. It's good to have you here.
Appreciate you.
Really, really appreciate you being here with us today. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Rick, I'm saying this to you though. In all honesty, I am so watching this time, this clock ticking, and I'm saying to myself, soon and very soon, these people will catch up. It's either they hear it from our voices here or from their personal experiences. But they will catch up. That these people that are playing politics, these people that are playing pastors and deacons, these religious people, but they're talking about separation between churches and states. There's no separation between churches and states.
No,
it's one and washes the other, if you ask
That's
me
how
personally.
it's supposed to be.
For real.
On the way over here, they have this free bus that you can catch. To get. I'm on my way over here to the studio, and so this young lady she trying to get on the bus, but she has physical disabilities that prevents her from moving like you and I. You understand? So I helped her out. And so while we were sitting on the bus, she was telling me that, people, just like what you were saying, that compromise it. I mean, that's confirmation, because what she was saying was just that. People should take time out to help one another.
Yeah.
Because one day you're going to need some help.
You're going to need it.
And you're going to have that same attitude problem that some people have now that don't want to help nobody.
What I take away from our conversation today, Rick, is the fact that when you got shot in the leg and you needed that blood transfusion,
right.
And it's because of people who were donating blood why you were able to get that assistance.
Exactly.
And this is one of the reasons why you actually start giving back blood because of your personal experience.
Right, exactly.
And that's a takeaway for me today in this discussion that we're having. And this is why I urge people, sometimes we go through the scenario ourselves and we keep those information to ourselves.
True.
We need to share these information, ladies and gentlemen, and it's very important that we share these information because it will help someone. You know what I mean? Here's Kodja online saying, I was in the World Trade Center 9/11, which is, and of course, Kodja Barnett, today is the anniversary of that. You know what I mean? So I'm quite sure you're reliving the memory today as we speak. I was actually living in New York at the time when that happened.
Oh, really?
That was what woke me up in the morning, man. I was actually working at the radio station. The newsroom woke me up that morning where that is concerned. Now, I was in the World Trade Center 9/11 victim. I can relate to sickness, medical bills, and credit hardship. It's not easy, but grace of God is great. Also, family and World Trade Center health program.
Right.
Now, there was a World Trade Center health program. Up until this day, while people were running out, you have the 9/11, the 911 response team running in, and they get caught health-wise after the fact.
True.
And
exactly.
The same thing that you talk about, the 2 months wait and so forth. How is it you're going to let people like those wait for medical assistance?
It's the red tape. It's the farmer. It's
the process that you have to go through, and everybody have to go through it.
That's what they say.
But these people sign on to the job to assist people who in dire needs, and that's what they did. While people were running out, they were assisting people coming out. Some of them lost their life helping others. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And if it's even for life insurance, their family have to be going through hell.
But you know
Based
what?
on these stipulations. Come on now, it's obvious that these people died here for this cause.
And you
have
but
to go
you know
through
what,
these
though?
red tapes.
What I can say about Trump, you know, I mean, he's a very controversial type of individual. But one thing I can say that he did positive for the 911 victims, you know, past and present, you know what I mean? Family members of the ones who lost their lives.
Right.
He did sign a bill for $10 billion, you know, for long-term care. Because there was automatically help, you know, during that time, like the young lady said, or whomever. Yeah, I mean, that they assisted the people that lost their lives and so on and so forth.
Right.
But there was an expiration time on that. Yeah, I mean?
Wow.
And see how long that's been. So now recently he just signed a $10 billion bill proposing that, you know, these individuals get
long-term treatment.
And their families in the aftermath. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, like you said, you know, still feeling that. You know, the effects of that. So, you know, with that help there, that's one of the good things that he has done. So, who is that right there? Miss Barnett? Okay.
Kutcher Barnett.
Yeah, they should at least try to, you know, consider looking into that, you know, to get more help.
Yeah, I think, as he said here in this statement, that, you know, that the grace of God is great. Also, family and the World Trade Center health program.
Right, that's the health
helping
thing.
them. Yeah,
that's different.
Because the sickness and the medical bills and everything. Trust me.
Right, that's good. What the health department is doing for them, the World Trade, they set that up for that particular purpose.
I saw a
but
documentary.
There's also monies that'll help you with bills and mortgages and so on and so forth. Oh, see, they already at it. There you go. All right, there you go. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about.
For real. So there's program that is out there that people are actually being. There's activists out there working on the behalf.
There's private entities that are taking the place of these major entities that's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You understand? So there are some entities out there. You just have to do research and find out who's who and what's what in order to find out. There are also individuals. Entities, put it that way, that are helping people with their rent, their lights, and so on, and their mortgage, and so on and so forth. So, but you, like I say, you just have to do your research and find out what's what, who's who, and take it from there.
Okay. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we have to do the research. We have to put in the time. We have to put in the effort. And if you know or have any information that can assist and help one,
share it.
Then it's important that you share it, ladies and gentlemen, because that's the only way. Even though I keep saying, you know, listen, to be poor is a crime, you know, and you have to know that in this time that we're living in. And right now, the only way we can get out of this poverty, if it's even to share the information that you have with somebody.
Don't keep it to yourself.
It goes a long way. You know what I mean? If you have been through the struggles, then of course, then you will know how to better assist someone that's going through the situation too. Kutcher says, I remember 3 months, my liver failing, but God is awesome.
Blessings.
I feel your pain. Much love and respect, man, Kutcher, for real.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, listen, that's something that nobody wants to relive, man. And I'm telling you, you have countries now that's going through that daily, you know.
And, you know, the thing about it is that these countries don't have the help that we have.
Right.
That's available to us.
And
they don't have this here.
No.
You know,
that's
and it's so sad
you have
because
it, but
it
you are now saying that you're coming to these people here, and you have people here living in this country that need it.
Right, I agree.
And
but you rather go way over there first.
We're over there now to do this for free.
But those are the ones y'all vote for. Those are the
make you go, for real.
It will make you say,
Carolyn. Sometimes you have to wonder, you know, and sometimes you say to yourself that there's a motive behind all these things, you know, when you see them going to these small islands and doing these things for free and so forth. As we said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, and this is just my opinion, to be honest with you. Caroline, welcome. Caroline Grant Hamilton.
How you doing?
Here. So Here's the motive, ladies and gentlemen, and this is just my personal opinion, all right? This is none of Rick, this is none of Flexx FM. The opinion that expresses here are not the opinion of Flexx FM and their affiliates, ladies and gentlemen, but solely the opinion of TC and his guests, all right? Now, for me, I understand when you have these pharmaceutical company creating these drugs and need to test them and so forth. Come up front and be honest and transparent with the people and let them know and tell them that, listen, if anything should happen, we'll take care of so and so. But they don't want to do that.
They don't
you know what I mean?
Spend no extra money.
They don't want to do that.
That's the purpose.
They want to more reap. They don't want to pay anything.
Yeah.
So they're not sitting down with you and your family and say, we're testing these drugs and so forth and give it up to them to say yeah or nay. However, they come to you like a thief in the night, wolf in sheep clothing, saying that, we're just coming as doing some humanitarian work and so forth. Watch out for them, my people.
And see,
for real.
And another thing, the part that really gets them to get the people like it got me that day,
right,
is the money.
Because
ironic
is that, Rick? That's you sitting in the hospital that night, and what was actually showing on television at the time was that particular drugs that you will need, not want, need.
Exactly.
And this drug costs so much money. So much money. That's when him come in the morning and tell you that, hey, listen, put this channel in this room because this brother have stage 4 cancer, and so this is what I gotta do. All right. So in the morning when them coming out to alert you that, hey, we are actually acknowledge that you have stage 4 cancer, and we have a medication here. However, it costs so and so, but we'll have somebody assist you in getting some. If you don't have any insurance, why not give it to you for free? This man is dying. God damn.
They don't care about that. They don't care about that. It's about money here in America. Matter of fact, it's about money around the world. If you don't have no money or no means of obtaining it, then you're obsolete to them.
Very.
You don't have
very much.
You're no use to them.
Very much so, my brother.
If they can't get something from you, then what's the purpose of them giving you something?
That's it. For real.
Yeah,
as Dapper said, ladies and gentlemen, my peeps, just be safe and stay away from the tricks ship. For real. And that's what we have to stay away from most time, ladies and gentlemen, is trick ship, all right? It's Flexx from the station, the only station that does it like this. Rick, thank you very much for sharing your testimony with us and giving us that insight on what it really is. And I'm happy that you share it with us.
Yeah, man. I appreciate everyone online.
Grab some of this.
Wish me the best. I appreciate that, for sure.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen. You guys keep it locked, because I'll be back.
Coming up next, Ross Lee right here in the afternoon mix, ladies and gentlemen, between, of course, 2 to 5 right here on your radio. DJ Dre coming up between 5 and 8, and of course, Dapper D and Miss Pretty J comes your way at 8 to 10. So let's keep it locked. Stay with us right here, Flexx FM. A whole day, a full package is Hump Wednesday, and they'll be humping away. Kojo, Barnett, blessings, my brother. Always love your 2 cents that you share, put in the cookie jar, because your 2 cents actually help us to help someone today that's going through any form of predicament that they are going through, all right? Love and respect to you all, and we will see you on the flip side. Don't forget, join me tomorrow. It's Thursday, Retro Thursday, when we actually, talk to you more about issues that you can relate to, all right? It's Flexx FM, the only station that does it like this. I love you guys. Come on. I'm out of here.
Roger Frost, I real life, me I sing about it
yeah, them a go vex, them know me bless, them see the success. Them see the shirt, them see the pants, but me no done press. Them try out there, them try gun, but why go come next? Me a beg you, who am I beg I there? Father, make me see the haters a come more. Father, protect your soul. Can't tell me come me heart too clean. Can't kill me come me heart too clean. Come me heart too clean. Heart too clean. Suppose that take for you know what? See another youth run. Them want to kick your business and no one let go feel not nice. But my life I know you see this time. Now they feel you can rejoice. No sweat and tears, no sacrifice. And I'm gonna let you say, you know me things, I watch them laugh. True mankind, them a take me soft. Them know them a pray for me blessings cut short. Me find them all, that's how me cut them off. But I tell them your business, them a take it good talk. And them a sheep in the day, but when a wolf in the dark, them see me get the it start and you know want me to come. So answer my prayer cause of this me a heart. Me a beg you, who am I guide them Father? Me see the haters a go. Please guide me Jehovah, Father protect your soul. Can't tell me cause me heart too clean. Can't kill me cause me heart too clean. Because me heart too clean. Yeah, me heart too clean. Cause me no know what me do to them. Them say them a me brother but them a pretend. Them quick to crucify, live for me name. And me never talk when me do for them. Can't you me call me realize them born with red in the eyes. No, yeah. And me them a criticize. Me a tell you say many a times. They give them a things, I watch them laugh. True mankind them a take the side. Me hear them a pray, them I don't fall. Me find them out, that's how me cut them out. But I tell them your business, them a take it go talk. And them a sheep in a deer, but on a wolf in the dark. See me get the start and you know want me to come. So answer my prayer cause of this me a heart. Me a beg you, who am I guide them Father? Me see the haters a come. Please guide me Jehovah, Father protect your soul. Can't stop me cause me heart too clean. Can't kill me cause me heart too clean. Because me heart too clean. Yeah, me heart too clean. Them a go vex, them know me bless, them see the success. Them see the shirt, them see the pants, but me no done press. Them try out there, them try gun, but why go come next?
Sports, weather, talk, and entertainment. Compelling talk shows on issues that the world can relate to. Live broadcast that brings our viewers closer than 3D and much clearer than HD. We are your source for live radio.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station. Flexx FM.
If you want to put your taste bud to the test, well, try the all-new Taco Wings and Ting, which is conveniently located at 5567 West Oakland Park Boulevard in the city of Lauderhill. Feel free to try our wings combo. Our wings flavors are Lauderdale Heat, Sweet Lakes, Honey Garlic, Hot or Mild, Buffalo, Hot or Mild, Nacho Cheese, Crispy Fry, Lemon Pepper, Barbecue Jerk, Mango Habanero, and the Barba Liquid. You'll never try a sub till you try ours, which is our jerk pork sub or our finger licking jerk chicken sub. Stop on by our location today. Try any one of our combos. We're open Monday through Sunday, Monday through